just love getting in the car and talking to you guys because it makes my ride go faster and it gives me enough time to chat. But let me get out of the parking, out of my driveway. So I love talking to you guys on here in my car ride specifically because I feel like we're besties just talking, like we're just chatting it up. Like if I was calling my friend right now and letting her know the good news. Well, besties, the good news is my mascara is officially launching and I'm so excited. And I want to tell you guys how it all went about. So we were looking to build EXO Cosmetics' core collection because the first year of EXO Cosmetics we had, you know, a few signature products, but then we went straight into collections. And I think that was my mistake on my end, that I went straight to collections and didn't build the foundation of the brand at first. So I feel like I kind of was like given a second chance to just like rebuild the brand. And honestly, when I announced, guys, when I announced EXO Cosmetics mascara, and even though it's just a mascara, it was such a big reaction and such a big moment that it made me feel like the first time I announced EXO Cosmetics, but 10 times better, you know, like 10 times better because I wasn't like all up in my feelings and I was definitely like enjoying the moment. So it was just like a second chance to just kind of like relive that launch again, and I was just feeling so excited and so blessed. But anyways, we didn't build the foundation of EXO Cosmetics, meaning like the signature products like lipsticks and lip glosses and eyeshadows and blushes and mascara, eyeliner, liquid liner, like all those things that you know brands are known for. We went straight to collections. So we decided to backtrack this year and we are going to be building basically the foundation of what EXO Cosmetics is going to be. The products that are always going to be available to you guys, not limited edition products. So I really wanted to launch like a mascara. This was the conversation we were having. Mascara, eyeliner, eyelash curler, pencil, and then like obviously like shadows, lip glosses, lipsticks, all that stuff, right? So with the mascara, I remember I don't even know who I was talking to. I think I was talking to my sister Viv and maybe Yvette. I don't remember, honestly. I don't even remember who I was talking to, but I was telling them, I was like, I want to come out with a mascara, but I don't even know what to name the mascara. And the reason why I really wanted to focus on mascara is because my favorite mascara, I only had one favorite mascara, and that mascara is like $27, and it was always like my go-to mascara. And I wanted to make something that was affordable, and a mascara I feel like is essential. Like everybody needs mascara. If you're a makeup girl, if you're not a makeup girl, if you're just doing natural makeup, like mascara was always something that was very needed in makeup, that I feel like it's very underlooked. Like I feel like a lot of people don't think about like their go-to mascara. They just kind of have like their favorite mascara and then they just stick to it. Nobody's really raving about like the next big mascara, you know? So I was like, okay, let me just come out with like a mascara for the first launch. And I was like, what could I possibly name it? And I was going through like a bunch of names, and I have no idea why this popped up in my head, but it just did, right? It just like, it was like a little foquito that just went bloom. And I was like, what if I call her She's Drama, right? And then I was having a conversation. I wish I could remember who I was having the damn conversation with. But I was like, what if I call her She's Drama? And then I'm going to just play it out. Like everybody tells me that I'm drama. Because this is a comment that I see a lot on social media, okay? Like more than me not being able to keep friends. Like I see this comment a lot. People are always saying like, anytime anything goes on about me or anything, anybody posts anything with me, if they're seen with me, if they posted a TikTok with me, if they posted anything with me, it's like, oh, there's always drama when Yvette's around. Like if drama follows Yvette. Like Yvette is just known for drama, and I'm just like, I'm honestly like, I'm flabbergasted by the comment. I'm just like, okay, what to name it. And then I was like, what if I name it She's Drama? And then I'm going to just play it out because people say that I'm drama, and then I could just have a bunch of comments. Like this was all like a conversation, right? And it just popped up into my head, and I was like, I'm just gonna have a conversation, and then all these comments are gonna pop up of like about Yvette XO this, Yvette XO that, Yvette XO it's a hater, Yvette XO can't keep friends, Yvette, like just comments that people have said about me. I was like, and then we're gonna say the mascara is drama, right? So that's kind how the concept went, and we rolled with it. We kind of just were like, okay, we'll see what we can play out of it. So we had the name and we had a concept, you know, of like to back it up, but we didn't have a campaign yet. So I started production for the mascara, which took a while. I started working on this mascara in 2021. When did I launch XO Cosmetics? I don't even know my dates. Honestly, I could barely remember what I did yesterday, but I been working on it. I started working on it right after the eyelashes launched. Like right after I launched my eyelashes, I started working on mascaras. And it took me longer. Mascaras usually don't take this long, but it took me longer because I was going back and forth through a lot of different factories to just figure out like who was going to be able to be like the overall package for me when it comes to like the packaging, the actual mascara, the component, like what the mascara comes in, all of that stuff. So it took me a really long time to like really finalize everything. It took me a minute to just really like finalize the whole mascara. So now we're in the present time. So we did this shoot in September. We did it in September because I had April, May, June, July, August. I think we did it in August because I was full 4 months postpartum, and we did this shoot and we were brainstorming. So like my whole team, we all sat down and we were like, okay, so we have a She's Drama mascara. How are we going to bring the drama to life, you know? Like how are we going to make everybody understand the concept? And with obviously everybody's brains, I wanted it to be kind of like, I just found out that people are talking about me and I'm reading a bunch of comments and I'm annoyed that I'm just like, why is this happening? And let me answer you and let you know that I'm not being dramatic, you know, like I'm not the drama. It took place and we had the vision, but it didn't like come to life right away. So that was my first photo shoot. And then on top of that, guys, my first photo shoot that I did, which you guys probably remember on Instagram, I recorded a few videos of like me on the photo shoot, like at the photo shoot. I had just gotten my lips done and I had just gotten my filler like added to my top lip, and I hated how all the clips came out. And this is the day, the main day that we filmed like the images with me in that little like pink skirt with like the fur. So that day I actually just I hated the whole I was like, oh my god, my lips look so bad, like oh my guys, my lips look so huge. And that's what ultimately led to me dissolving my filler completely. So I hated all of the pictures, I hated all of the stuff. We kept a few of them. If you really look close, you'll notice like the mixture of the clips, but we kept a very few of those clips of me with my lips done. And we reshot. So we decided to do a reshoot, and by this point I already had no filler. Like I dissolved all of my filler, and I feel like honestly guys, like I think that's what was the ultimate change. With like a lot of people have been like, oh, you look different, and that's just been because I dissolved all of my filler. And I feel like it just has given me like a softer appearance. Like I don't look so like in your face, you know, like lips. So it gave me a little bit of a softer appearance, and I definitely do feel like even in the video that I posted, I felt so good, like I felt so comfortable. And I was just having a lot of like anxiety because I already knew that there was going to be a lot of attention around this video, that I just didn't want people to like tear me the fuck up, you know, like oh my god, like her lips look so big and she looks so different and da you know. So I needed to make sure that I looked as best as possible in this video because I knew there was going to be so much around it. I was kind of like throwing myself into like the Shark Tank, you know, like I was throwing myself in. So I needed to be prepared for that because like I was going to be like stirring some shit up at the moment, and people were going to be ready to like respond, you know. So I needed to be prepared for the fact that people were probably going to come to like rip me to shreds in the comments after I post this video, right? So we reshot 2 days. So the first day that we shot was the main campaign day, and then that's actually the day that you guys saw the pictures of me and Poncho. So the way that all went about was, when I decided to do the Chisme portion, I knew that it was important, in order for people to understand, I needed to have his voice on there. The one who like started the whole like Chisme stuff for a lot of like the influencers, like in my like circle and stuff, right? So I knew it was important for me to have his voice, and legally I'm not allowed to have his voice on there without his permission. So I knew that was something that like I needed to think about, and I was this close to just not putting his voice at all, you know. But I knew that if I wanted it to be a reaction, I needed it, you know. And at this point, guys, like I was already like overthinking my life, okay? Because I know it's really easy for a lot of people to throw around I have anxiety, like it's thrown around a lot, you know. And yes, we're all naturally anxious human beings. Like anxiety is part of our natural way of reaction, so it's thrown around a lot. But there's a lot of us who have a very debilitating mental illness, you know what I mean, where we genuinely cannot function, and has taken over our lives because of what we deal with. And I am unfortunately one of those individuals who anxiety is not just a word that I throw around. I'm not just saying that I have anxiety just to say it for fun. Like I've been dealing with anxiety for the past 10 years of my life, and it's very, very, very debilitating to my life. Like I struggle with it to the point where it stops me from being the best version of me a lot of the times, right? So I was already contemplating my whole life, and the reason why I say that is because, and I told Pancho this when I met him, you know, I feel like in the beginning, when his whole like persona happened online, and you know he created who he was, it was a little bit of a kind of like it shook up our world a little, because we were all so comfortable, you know, with what we were on social media. And I'm not talking about the drama, I'm talking about like we were comfortable with just being on social media, and he kind of just came and like shook up our world, where people started becoming very, very consumed in the entertainment of it. But there was a lot of us who on the back end were not dealing with that very well, you know. And like I feel like I definitely was one of those people who I tried to pretend like it wasn't bothering me. I honestly tried to pretend like he was non-existent in my world, and I just never tried to like never acknowledge it, because I just didn't want that to stir up something more and be talked about more. And as myself, speaking for myself, not talking for any influencers, but speaking for myself, when I post on social media, I have control over what people think about me and say about me, and what comments are being posted, because I can delete a negative comment. So when you have somebody else who's posting about you, you don't have that same, you know, control. You can't control what people are talking about you on the internet. So now you're reading a whole feed of people just drilling you, talking about how ugly you are, and how you can't keep friends, and how you're fake, and how you give them bad vibes, and how like you're a mean girl, and how you like all these things, right? And you're just sitting there like, oh my god, like what the hell happened? So it was a little bit of a like a oh what the fuck moment, you know. And as much as a lot of us want to pretend that we can deal with it, we don't care, we care. Nobody wants to feel like people are talking about them, and let alone that people don't like them, you know. So like I told him, you know, our conversation that day though was very brief. Like we honestly really couldn't talk much because I was in the middle of a photo shoot. But the few conversation, like the little conversation we did have, like I did tell him like, look, I in the beginning, like you caused me a lot of anxiety. Like, you know, he knows that like I didn't deal with it very well, and at But at the end of the day, like I told him, I said, hey, like if that's what you're doing and like what you are and like what you want to like do on social media, then hey, more power to you. Like I'm not gonna stop your bag, you know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna sit here and like stop your bag at the end of the day. Like but I was already overthinking my life at that point. So I had somebody from my team actually reach out to him, and they reached out to him and they were like, hey, like would you be down to come and do a shoot with us? This is what we're thinking. This is what it is. We didn't give him details because I was also scared that he would like post it, or he would like post that like I reached out. Those are the things that I was thinking about, that I was like, I need to make sure that I am smart about it, because I didn't want him to like expose the whole campaign or something. Like it was me just not being trusting at the time, you know? So you know, we went into the whole like thing very professional, you know, like in the sense of like we wanted things to be done the right way. And you know, he agreed. He was like, yeah, for sure, I'm down. Like I feel like it'll be really cool. He didn't even know who the creator was going to be. He had no idea that it was going to be me. And he didn't even expect it to be me. My irrelevant ass. He did not expect it to be me. So when he saw that it was me, he was like, oh shit, like okay, like cool, I'm down. So he was down to do it, and yeah, we did everything the right way. Like, you know, I asked him how much he would charge us to do it, and like everything was done like on paper, you know. And for those of you guys who were commenting and asking if this partnership that we did, this collaboration that we did, if I asked him to not say anything about me anymore, that's not in part of our contract or anything. Like he is more than welcome and free to say whatever he needs to say about me moving forward, you know what I mean? Like I didn't go in here like, well, if you're gonna work with me, you can never talk about me again. Like I didn't, it was not like that. The only thing he was not able to talk about was the actual collaboration itself, that, you know, during the period of what was happening, he could not basically expose that we were doing this or talk about the fact that we were doing anything together. So yeah, that's kind of how it went about. And I was, like I said, really, really nervous overall with this whole campaign, because as much as people like to think that I am all about the drama, I really am not, guys. Like I am not that girl. I do not go on the internet to try to like stir up shit to get my views up, to do none of that. Like anytime that I've talked to you guys about something is because I genuinely have a connection with a lot of my girls on here, that most of the time you guys deserve to know what's happening in my life. In the sense of deserve, it's like I feel like I for myself also feel like I need to talk to you guys about certain things, you know? It's never to like try to end somebody's career or end somebody's or like ruin somebody's reputation, you know? Like that's never ever 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 been me. It's never going to be me, and I'm just not that girl, you know? So to me, it's like I was so nervous about jumping into like the drama, you know? Like it was a lot for me to take on. But adding Poncho on there too was kind of healing for me as well, because in these past years I did go through a lot, and nothing against him specifically, but just the drama that comes along with like social media, the bullying, the attacking, the thinking that it's okay for you to like belittle people. Like it's an ugly space that I just don't want to be a part of, you know, and I've never wanted to be a part of. But unfortunately, I've come to the realization and the acceptance that it's what I have to deal with if this is what I want to do, you know what I mean? So meeting him and talking to him and just putting myself in that situation where I was in the same room with someone who has like openly, you know, been able to do that was a little healing for me in a way, because I was able to kind of like face that fear of what he does on social media. You know, I don't know if that makes sense or anything, but it was very healing for me, you know, to work on myself, to understand that sometimes I do have to put myself out there. I have to not be so scared about what people are going to think. I can't overthink that things are going to happen. Like I have no control over situations that occur. Like the best thing that I could do is just show up and be the best version of me, and then the rest is just noise, you know? So it was very healing for me, and I felt like I needed to do that. And it's probably deeper than like most people see, but this whole experience of me just throwing myself out there was very healing for me. And yes, it was just a mascara, it was just, you know, another product for my brand, but it was so much more for me personally. And I feel like it's important for me to share that with you guys, because I really want you guys to understand where I was coming from with this whole campaign. And leading up to about a week ago, because I was on full adrenaline, I was having anxiety, I was having like panic, I was just overthinking if I wanted to post or not. Like, all of that was just happening this past week. And that first clip, the videos of me pulling clips together of drama, that wasn't part of the campaign at all. That was not going to be part of the campaign. And just 2 weeks ago, we decided that we were going to add that, because we felt like we needed to remind people that this is my life. Like, this is what I've dealt with. Like, this is what I've seen on my end, that maybe other people don't see it, but this is what I see when I'm on social media. Like, you know, other people are probably like, what are you talking about? Like, I don't see that, but I see it. You know, like, I'm on the internet and all I see is like, you know, like when everybody's telling you great things and like all you see is like the negative, because that's all you can focus on. That was what I was feeling, you know. Like, I felt like everybody hated me. Like, I felt like I needed to start that video with, why does everybody hate? You know, hate is such a strong word, but I started it with that, why does everybody hate Yvette XO? And I felt like it was important, because that's what I felt for such a long time, that I was just like, wow, like, people really don't like me. Like, people just really do not like me. And I never really understood where a lot of those assumptions were coming from, you know. And I was like, maybe it's just my character. People just like my personality. People just don't like my personality, and cool, that's fine. I guess I'll just learn to deal with it. But I needed to remind people that this is kind of like what I was seeing. And I knew that it was going to grab people's attention. I knew that people were going to think that I was probably going to stir some shit up. I knew people were probably going to be like, oh, like, and it was crazy, because if you guys would have seen my DMs, people were like, I thought you were better than that. I thought we left this in the past. Why are you bringing this up? And then, of course, there was a lot of people rooting for me, telling me to start a podcast and, you know, expose everybody. They were like, let's go, Blanca. It's your time. It's your time, Miss Yvette XO. Like, let everybody know how you feel. And it's like, sometimes I sit here and think, and I'm like, what am I gonna sit here and really like say? You know what I mean? Like, what could I possibly just really sit here and talk about? And like, is this? And a lot of people were, you know, kind of like coming for me. They were like, oh, another podcast, every influencer is so predictable. And then other people were like, it's the book, guys. The book one day will come, I promise you guys. And this isn't the book isn't even going to be about drama, you know. It's literally about my life. And I feel like one day, when like, I don't know, like one day I decide to like really open up with you guys about like my life, like I feel like it would be amazing for you guys to really read it and get to know me at a deeper level. But it was nothing related to drama, you know. So that's why like I would have never even promoted a book with that. You know, and then a lot of people, like I said, were coming for me in my DMs, and they were like, I thought you were better than that. Like, why are we stirring shit up? Like, you don't need to explain yourself. Like, there's no need for it. And when I responded with my video of like, no, she's the drama, I feel like that was like my response in saying like, I'm not that girl. I'm never gonna be that girl. I'm not gonna sit here, and if I need to defend myself, I will, but I'm never gonna be the one that's gonna like throw herself in drama for views. Like, and honestly, me adding Poncho into this was not because I wanted to get like people to like really be talking about it and all this stuff. I just felt like I needed him, because he was a big part of a lot of what has happened in my life, and he was like a key factor that needed to be included in this whole delivery. He was just a part of it, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm so happy, honestly, like not even just for the campaign itself, but the mascara. Ultimately, that's the big thing here, that it's a huge message behind an amazing product that I have worked so hard for. and I'm honestly just so excited and so blessed for you guys to get your hands on it and try it, and to really just see EXO Cosmetics for more than just like my little brand, you know, but what we could do, because we have so much in the works, guys. Like, we have so many products launching for EXO Cosmetics, and this is just the start. This is just the beginning. This is just the first product for EXO Cosmetics, and I feel so happy and so blessed, and I just want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for all the support, and for all of you guys who have still stuck around here on social media, on my YouTube channel, on my posts, despite every single comment that you guys have ever heard about me or seen about me. Like, there's a lot of you guys who I know you guys do watch me, and you guys are still here for a reason, you know what I mean? And you guys are not just like going around and like jumping on the like, we're not gonna fuck with Yvette EXO anymore because this is what I heard, you know? So I appreciate you guys. I cannot wait for you guys to get your hands on everything. Like I said, I'm in my warehouse. I'm gonna give you guys the rundown, show you guys the packaging, show you guys all of the good stuff, prices, all of that, so we can get everything situated for Thursday. So let's go inside. We're working on the website right now, guys, for the mascara. Look how cute. Okay guys, so I'm gonna show you guys what the packaging looks like. So this is the mascara. If you purchase the mascara by itself, not in the PR experience, this is what you are going to get. It says She's Drama here in the front, logo, and then we have like the repetitive logo here on the side. So cute. Description, and then you open it up and you will get the mascara, which I showed you guys earlier. This is what the tube looks like. This is a sample, so it doesn't have the little sticker at the bottom, but this is what it's looking like. And that is the mascara. This is the PR experience. So the PR is really cute, guys, and it's very thought out. I wanted to do kind of like a magazine. If you guys remember back in the day when you used to see, you know, like the 2000s magazines, and that's where you would get your drama. That's kind of like the vibe that we decided to go for. So we named the magazine Drama, and then it says Yvette EXO's biggest scandal yet, why she can't keep friends, Yvette EXO is always fake, is she actually a mean girl, whatever Yvette EXO, there's drama. And then we have Karina and Yvette. I like this one because it says Karina, her only friend speaks out. Her only friend speaks out. And then Yvette, Nashma tells all. And then the iconic crying face, which is that one right there. So this is what the PR box looks like in the front, and then we have EXO Cosmetics on the side, and then in the back, like I showed you guys on my stories, is negative comments on the back that people have left. You guys can see there's a few here. If you see yourself on there, there you go. And then on the inside, we have a bunch of positive comments that I have received. The concept was super cute. Like, I was thinking the exterior, you know, the exterior doesn't matter. What matters is on the inside. So we put all the cute little positive messages inside, and then you get the mascara. But when you get the mascara, you do not get like the box inside here. You just get the mascara tube, and then that's what it looks like. And it's really cute and small, but I love it. It looks so freaking cute. And then this one's going to be $15, and then the mascara itself is going to be $12. The Instagram is looking so cute, guys. Look at the pictures we've posted. So this one was the video, and then we have the mascara reveal. Does it not have volume? Oh, yeah. Super cute. I don't want to get copyrighted. And then we have a little up close moment. My lashes, look how bomb my lashes look, guys. So cute. And then we have mascara, and then another picture there, and we just posted this one. I just got off of work, guys, and it's cold. We had a very, very, very busy, productive day, and I didn't even get to finish. Part of me still wants to finish the website, but I know I shouldn't. I still have tomorrow technically and tomorrow night to finish it. But I really also need to clean out my iPhone. Like, my iPhone has been so bad and I need to clean it out. But part of me needs to like get home and spend time with the kids and stop trying to work. I've been feeling really lightheaded recently too, and I think it's just me being stressed. So I need to get my life together, but just got home, guys. I was singing my life away on Snapchat. Maxie is going to read us his book. Okay.
A new friend.
A new friend, okay.
And page 5. Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
5, 6. I like you. I like you too. I am a dog. Am I a dog? No, you are a cat. Oh. Oh. Can I be a dog? No. Okay. Yes, play. Come now. Goodbye, dog. Goodbye, cat. No.
What? You little potato, what are you eating? Are you eating meat?
He's eating ground beef. Just give him everything.
Oh my goodness,
That's the
Mateo.
only way he's happy.
He just wants to be eaten all day.
He wants fruit.
He's me.
He wants food.
He's a mood.
He ate chicken today. He ate fruit.
You look lovely.
Ground beef. There should be no complaints.
I missed you.